Pumpkin gas at Citco, $3.85, call it 86. Almost on empty. At a new place, Meadowbrook, corner pump. And I'm gonna pick up a couple of things at Target. Not sure if I'm gonna do a full on grocery shopping, but I do have to make a couple 50 or more qualifying purchases, so I'm gonna take care of that. And as we get closer to earning that free Target money. Already made one 50 or more, I think I spent like 71, so I have to do it 3 more times. I have 17 days as of recording of this, so yeah, I might come back in a few days and just kind of like get half now, half later, just so I can justify and make it in that 17-day mark. I don't know if I can wait to do full-on grocery shops for 3 weeks. I'm gonna fall short. All right, now this is what I'm talking about. Buy one, get one 50% off through the 24th. Say what you want. These are unbelievable. I've been hooked on these the last couple of weeks, so yeah, I'm gonna get a few. All right, and I got my second bonus. 2 down, 2 to go. Also grabbed my mom Mother's Day card. She's incredible, and they have some flowers here, so save me another trip, another place. Plus, never bought Charmin before. Those bears are selling it to me. Met up with my parents today for Mother's Day. We went to the Sullivan Saloon. First time ever there. They had a golden tea. Had to check that out. A little bit of the menu. Kind of that old West vibe. Very cool. And of course, you know, they're known for their burgers, so that's exactly what I got. And of course, I went with a Coke. Had the Coke products. A little shot of the menu. Probably be a return. I mean, look at this burger. It's like a giant Big Mac, 2 patties, secret sauce, got the tater tots. Heck, we all got burgers. Awesome. Stated at the live stream last night that I was gonna go to Starbucks instead of Dunkin'. I actually just passed a new Dunkin' Donuts, and it was very difficult not to go there, but kind of referring to Superman is like Starbucks coffee. So yeah, I'm opting to go to Starbucks, and then a long awaited intro. Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this Sunday, May 11th, Mother's Day 2025. Just spent the day, half the more of a late morning, early afternoon with my mom and my stepdad. Had lunch, saw their new house, so they just moved, bought a new house. They have yet to officially move out of their current house, their old house. They're living in the new house, but they don't have a refrigerator, they don't have an oven, none of the appliances or couches. So I was gonna show a little bit of the house stuff, but I'll wait till it's a little bit more furnished. They are, in fact, staying there though. But long story short, it's Mother's Day. Hope you spend some time with your mother, your grandmother, aunts, loved ones, your wife, girlfriend. This coffee is super hot. What I just learned was it's actually cheaper for a large coffee at Starbucks than at Dunkin'. Dunkin' was $3.45. This was $3.41. Might be second guessing when I get a large coffee. I can't believe it's cheaper. Also, it's the National Day of the Twilight Zone, a classic television series. I think there was only a couple of seasons, like maybe 2 seasons. We'll talk about that. Kind of wing it today. Got some making up to do. First things first, we're gonna kind of fix something that I kind of screwed up a couple days ago. Right in Delafield, Wisconsin, just up the road from Best Buy, across the freeway from the first Walmart that I saw Arcade one up at. Look at this yellow Mustang. Kind of joking around during the X-Men live stream last night, that I don't believe that this Marvel hero Sentry, spelled with an S, is stronger than Superman. So that's where this whole thing came from. And then a comment, I think Damien might have said Superman's like Starbucks. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go to Starbucks instead of Dunkin', just for Superman. So just kind of a little joke. Very nice day out. A lot of people out, sitting outside, enjoying their time with their mom. Glad the weather turned out to be pretty nice for Mother's Day. We're gonna stop off at Best Buy first. I dropped the ball the other night, and we have to gotta make up for it. Okay, first thing is first. Shaq, I am so sorry that on Friday We're at the Mayfair Best Buy, and I never stopped by to say hello. It's not right to come into Best Buy without seeing you, and I completely just slipped my mind. And I heard that you ran into Don Juan in Los Angeles, and you knew that I didn't stop and say hi, so I'm apologizing. I'm back. It won't happen again, I promise. I think he's over it. You know, I think I was just so concerned with the fact that we could get our switches bricked. I think we were talking about bricked switches, and I didn't even think about it. I got to the car, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go back in. The Best Buy staff was like putting up with me, just kind of running around. So just wanted to take care of that, and let's right over there, say hello, say what's up to Shaq. We will say goodbye to him when we head out of here. And they are back with a lot of stuff down this aisle. They moved the arcade 1-ups from the previous spot, then they were over here, so they're actually just kind of like to look to see where they're at. Right there. Okay, so the Pac-Man is right here, the kiosk, one of the last remaining kiosks in Wisconsin, and then they put the rest of them right here, so that's cool. They were by customer service. You can see the Geek Squad right there. So when I would go over there, there's usually people waiting, and they're kind of like, what is this creepo doing? I was just trying to get a shot. Like, we're just trying to get a shot of arcade 1-up. So the Infinity Game Board. We're not talking arcade 1-up enough. Gonna try to incorporate a little bit more home arcade into videos. You know, whether we're playing them, doing some gameplay on them, talking about some faves. I gonna try to mix this in a little bit. So it's been Switch heavy, but I'm just excited about the Switch too. I haven't gone this route yet, so just throwing that out there. You know, it started with this. It's not going away. I kind of just did kind of a recap of things that are going to happen in the next month at home, just kind of shuffling some things around. None of them are going anywhere. If more come out, I'll have a spot for them. But eventually, like the dreaded thing is, you know, having to sell some of them. And I have a couple in mind, and they're going to go to good homes when that happens, but not anytime soon. Will I be getting rid of any of these? They're just going to be placed in a different area. Grand Theft Auto 5. I've not seen this digital yet. I'm never like paying attention, but yeah, right over here by the Xbox Game Pass gift cards, they do have the Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 6 in 1 year. May 26th. There's Shaq again. We're not forgetting about you. Well, this might be a chase. It is. So we've look at this. You have I'm knocking things over. I'll have to fix that. So we've seen this one. It's blue. So there's the side-by-side comparison. Very cool. Look at even though the holster's blue, the gloves, everything is different. Back side. So the same art, just different figure. Batman Year 2, McFarlane, which I'm that airplane right there. I'm just stating that I don't see him not doing these next year. Look at his head is kind of cocked right here. Kind of looks like he just like, I need a chiropractor really bad because the other ones aren't doing it. I like this. There is a sale going on just for today on Mother's Day, but I wanted to throw it out there. You know, you're not going to be able to take advantage of this, but it's the signature one. Check it out. You can get Storm, the autograph series for today only. Receive a free Storm signed by Todd McFarlane himself with a 75. Okay, so it's spend 75, get Storm with Todd's signature, Mom 25. So the reason I'm showing this is sign up to be alerted in his emails, and every time there's something big that happens, you'll be the first to know. So just kind of throwing it out there. There are incentives for getting, you know, daily, weekly emails from the McFarlane store. I'm really debating this. I don't know, it's the blue. Looks so much different than you have this newer one. So gosh, there's so much McFarlane. I say this every time. There's just so much that, you know, where do you draw the line? Here's the Chase, Adam Strange, and then the standard one. So yeah, they have so many different varieties at Best Buy. We see it at GameStop, we see it at Target, but Best Buy is just like stocking this stuff. And the Switch 2 has a new look. These things kind of came out like a dome, but you know, I did see these at the home Best Buy, that this was part of the advertising, these Nintendo signs. So what they did was they pushed this back. They put the Nintendo mats here. So yeah, under a month, we will be seeing Switch 2 at Best Buy. Every Best Buy we go to has the new theming, the new advertising promoting for Switch 2. So it looks different at this one. It's cool. Like I like the bubble look, but it makes sense with those mats, because I did see those signs. Where are they gonna put those? Goes on the bottom. All right, Shaq, we gotta go, and you gotta go too, because it's Mother's Day. So go spend it with your mom. But I didn't want to leave without saying bye. We'll see you soon. It's pretty low key over here. That Starbucks, for example, that we stopped at, that whole area would have been just like totally busier. I always say, like, don't go to like Home Depot on a weekend, but being Mother's Day, there's one thing that I gotta literally run in there and get, and it's just across the freeway. I'm gonna chance it, run in there, get something, and hopefully avoid a lot of people. So we'll see how that goes. Just a quick pit stop. You would think Father's Day that Home Depot would be crazy, but yeah, a lot of people here on Mother's Day. I'm surprised. I guess, you know, it's the weekend and all, but hopefully I'll be able to find what I need and just be in and out. But yeah, rule number one with me is, if I go to Home Depot on the weekend, it's early, before, you know, in the afternoon or late morning. Oh, look at this classic Corvette. It has like that Thomas Magnum Robin 1 feel. That is a cool Corvette, like, you know, probably like a 93, a 95. Just had to stop and just check it out. Very cool. Okay, so I need this for the lawn. I'm convinced the grubs have just demolished a certain spot, a couple of spots in the backyard. I'm gonna spread this out, and then just kind of thinking about for my weed whacker. I've been using the same Ryobi since I moved in. I have just a basic one like this. I've been using it for years, and this is a combo, but it's a great brand. I really like it. I buy these every couple of years. So yeah, I was mowed the lawn for the first time yesterday. Realized I am on my last package. Better pick these up. It's $19.87. This was about $30. So yeah, not too bad. Not, you know, there's people here, but not too many. So it's a good time to just kind of pop in, get out of here, and then yeah, we're on with the video. I didn't know there was a national day of the Twilight Zone. That's a show that when I first moved into my house, I would watch it every night, and it's just one of those shows where you could just leave it on and just get, you know, just veg out watching it. At the movie theater, at my original arcade, there's nobody here. I mean, how times have changed on Mother's Day. You know, Father's Day, it'd be a good place for us to go. Like, we would always come here, watch a movie, and yeah, there's hardly anybody here. Thunderbolts is playing. I want to see it, but I'm a little salty. I just don't know how you can create a superhero early 2000s and say, hey, he's stronger than Superman, when Superman's been around since 1938. Like, everything's a spin-off of Superman. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Flash Gordon, like, everything is a spin-off, aren't they? Oh, Mission Impossible coming soon. This is the final one. Tom Cruise does his own stunts. They only just let me in. The doors are actually locked. They only unlock them when it's 15 minutes before a movie, and I say, can I just pop in and go to the arcade? But yeah, here's a big Thunderbolts poster right when you walk in. I want a little Minecraft, you know, a little photo op here. Very cool. All right, my original arcade from the 90s. You were here about a month or so ago. This is new. So yeah, not the true games, but at least the pinballs are still here. And then the claw machine, and then I always like to say that this change machine was the change machine I would have used back in the day. We see a movie, get out of the movie, and we came in here to play Lethal Enforcers, Revolution X, the racers here. It was so much more in here when I used to when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. Sometimes it feels like I still am a kid. But I wanted to come here in front of the pinball because, being Twilight Zone Day, I thought there's a Twilight Zone pinball pack. Oh, it's not just Mother's Day, it is National Twilight Zone Day, May 11th. That's crazy if you think about that. Always observe on May 11th, so okay. National Twilight Zone features mysterious twists and turns highlighted with eerie background music and unexplainable occurrences. Hashtag National Twilight Zone Day. The television show The Twilight Zone was created, written, and narrated by Rob Serling. I always thought it was Sterling. Rob Serling, okay. It premiered on October 1st, 1959. I believe it was that episode where is everybody? Where'd everybody go? Kind of Arby's took the spin-off on that. Each episode presented unique stories that led the viewer on a journey into an unknown situation. Some a little creepy, but for the most part, very fun episodes. Just like whatever the worst imaginable scenario that could happen did happen with the Twilight Zone. The characters often revealed their backstories through intense exchanges. Settings ranged from the Wild West to penthouse suites, and yet each story took place in the fifth dimension known as the Twilight Zone. Let's pick up the Twilight Zone and play it on our ALP. That'd be fun. I've been meaning to get it, and I think today this is good enough as ever to pick it up. So we'll run home, and I think the best, look, I am victim here that I get the pinball packs for review. You know, we say this every time. I appreciate that AtGames sends them to me, but I don't purchase a ton of pinball packs. I am going to purchase this pack. It's something that I should have got this, because this was like this is a nostalgic game for me, because I have such passion for the show. I love the show, and I think it's easier if I just buy it on my pinball instead of doing it on my phone and then going home and downloading it. I think the best for me is just to go there, pick it out, and just purchase it. I'm all connected. It should just be a pretty good breeze. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run home, download the Twilight Zone, and let's celebrate National Twilight Zone Day. This has been like distracting me the whole time. Look at these lights. So I was kind of zooming on my phone right here. But yeah, it's cool. It's a little hot in here. Felt this way when I was kind of just showing the arcade yesterday. I was like, it got hot with everything on. Look at this Bulls jersey. All right, it's only $15. It's a single pinball pack, I believe. I think there's just the one game. That's why it'd be single, but $15. We're gonna download this. I am on the AppX store. This is where I find my packs, and I'm able to, after I put the code in, I download it, goes straight to the system. But this time we're purchasing it, $15. Rob Serling. I always thought it was Sterling. And I have done it, installing the Twilight Zone right now. We'll check it out. National Twilight Zone Day. This is how we're gonna celebrate it. That back glass. I'm sure there's reviews out on this, and I'm like months, if not a year, behind when this game actually came out. But yeah, I have never played it, never experienced it. There's Rob right there. Finally, the Bally table. Oh, okay, I remember that. This is when his niece Barbara, he wanted his hot chocolate. I'm sure there's going to be so many different clips from, all the shows. Remember William Shatner? I mean, I think the most well-known one is William Shatner on the airplane sees the monster. They redid that in the Twilight Zone movie. There's so many good ones. All right, here we go. Just looking at some of these. Oh, we have some options. We'll shut all this down after this game. I'm used to the Zacharias all of a sudden because we've been playing so many of those. This comes fast. Holy cow. For a second there, it kind of had that sound like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I'm not sure if I have the right angle either. So the last time we played a pinball, I used a different stand than what this camera's on, and I bumped into it because there's a part that was facing the opposite direction on the other side. So that will never happen again either. You're playing in a dark room. I was you know, you're so used to the setup, went right into the camera. Powerball. This is fun. So yeah, look at the ball looks white. Flippers up. No! You saved, oh, nope, no we didn't. Lost everything, oh my gosh. I wasn't sure if, we'll get rid of the floating scores after this game. I don't want to like lose the robot moving around, but we'll see how the other table looks. But I wasn't sure if we get, you know, the original sounds. This might be from the Twilight Zone movie, like the music. Now there's the airplane. You know what? I gotta get that the Universal pack too. I don't have the Universal pack. Being a huge Universal fan, Jaws, Back to the Future, E.T. That's something I definitely have to get.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination.
Okay, so I took off floating scores and ball trails, but I'm leaving the visual effects on. I'll play one game and then we'll play one more and I'll take the visuals off. But I'm just leaving the visuals on. You see, yeah, because I like this. Look at the door opened up. I mean, it's the Twilight Zone. Does it have to be, you know, extremely accurate? Can we have a little fun here? That's cool. Wow. I think you almost need the visuals on here.
Do not panic.
Oh, right down the middle. This is a special table. I'm unhappy with myself that I waited this long to pick it up, but under the circumstances, I'm glad I did on Twilight Zone Day. Someday I'll have them all. I'll have, you know, every pack that they're offering. I'll pick them up. There's so many to get. If there's an Addams Family Day, maybe I'll get the, yeah, I don't have that either. But it'd be a good day. I'm sure there is. There's a day for everything. If there's a Twilight Zone Day, there's gotta be an Addams Family Day. So everything is off now. I guess I'll decide, like personally, if I'm gonna leave visuals on. The ball trails and the floating scores, not a fan of that. But I did like the effects. I'll play a game here and I'll just kind of get a feel of not having the effects. What I like, what I prefer. I would have liked some more sounds from like.
Time is a one-way street, except in the Twilight Zone. Like
that's cool. But on some of the shows, I guess maybe if I got far enough, you can unlock some of that. It got a little repetitive. I'm kind of glad that. No delay on the plunger. I don't know, it's just so cool that, and I know there's ways, that's a gumball machine. I didn't even know that because of all the effects going before. I didn't even know that was a gumball machine. I know you can add all these games, but you know, for me being a plug and play type guy, it's so cool to just be able to play Knight Rider, be able to play Twilight Zone. It's awesome. This is one of the, that was a quick game. I'm kind of leaning towards leaving the visual effects on. But I guess I wouldn't really know that that was a gumball machine unless I turned them off. You do have two different Twilight Zone themes right here. You have the red and then the blue and white. And then the black and white right above it. Well, I hope you had a good Mother's Day. Kind of a different video. It's just under the circumstances, just running around. And I thought, you know what, being Twilight Zone Day, this would be a good way to kind of finish up the video. I made good with Shaq. Picked up some things that I'm gonna probably take care of in the yard this afternoon. And we'll be back tomorrow with another fun adventure. I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time. I was actually going to go to GameStop and buy that X-Men picture. I wanted to have that, so we did. You know, we went over kind of an update on the arcade. Kind of a you know, mid-year tour, things coming. I wanted to have that picture in there so bad for that video, but I didn't get a chance, and I almost put off doing that video, but I thought, you know what, we'll do it. And oh, waiting on me here. I was like, where's the ball? Maybe tomorrow we'll run over to GameStop. There's always so much good stuff out there. If it's not something McFarlane, it's an X-Men 92 picture. The town, it's a small town my parents moved into. Very nostalgic. You know, we got some shots of the restaurant. But, you know, in the coming months, maybe weeks, you know, the next time I get out there, gonna kind of document some of the town. It's really cool. Very, very nostalgic. Yeah, they got a new house and something's going on here. Is the ball like... Is it stuck? Oh my gosh, what was that? Was it waiting on me to hit that flipper? What did you prefer? Having the visuals? I mean, at least the clock's like going like there's no tomorrow, or like this, just standard. I missed this. I missed the door opening up. The robot, where is he? So is he not even on this? Because so yeah, we don't have the robot either. I might just go back to the visuals. I do like the real feel, but I just feel without this opening, the electricity going, and the robot, you know, kind of missing a little bit. This is the episode where he broke his glasses. I'm glad they have that. That's probably one of the most watched Twilight Zones. I mean, there's the robot. There's Rob Sterling. I don't know if that's the Where Is Everybody guy. That was the first episode. Of course, the plane or the rocket. It was a plane. There was the plane. The plane. They changed it because that was one of the visuals. So yeah, it's a different look table than what it was with the visuals. And then you had the doll. You want to be my friend? So many of them. So many great episodes. Definitely worth a watch.